Do you have Google Slides you'd like to import to your presentation agent? Well, let me show you how. Hey Jotformers, welcome back. I'm Kimberly, and like I mentioned, if you already have Google Slides made for a presentation, but you would like AI to narrate it for you, we can absolutely do that with AI agents. So as you can see, I'm currently in the desktop version of my workspace. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to the top left-hand corner where it says my workspace. I'm going to jump over to my agents. Now, if this is your first time creating an agent, all you have to do is go into the top left-hand corner, choose create agent, and follow the process. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and use Julie, our customer experience advisor. Then from here, the Publish tab. Then on the left-hand side, we have our presentation agent. Now from here, right at the very bottom where it says import from URL, we're going to choose to bring in our presentation slides from Google. Let's go ahead and copy that link, paste it in, and we can import. And here is where we can generate narration. We can see right up here, let your AI agent narrate and answer questions on your presentation. So right down here, we can see how should the AI agent present your slides. And there's a couple different options. We have professional, and you can see as I click through each one of these, it automatically populates some information for our AI agent to utilize. So you just need to find which one's going to fit you best. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and do teach and explain. And this is completely editable. So if you want to add to this, delete it and start from scratch, you can absolutely do that as well. So let's go ahead and generate. So we can see it is looking at all of our slides, it's creating that narration script, and it's also training our agent to answer questions. Now, while it is doing this, I'm actually going to show you one thing right up here at the top where it says train. If there's any other information you want to give your AI agent outside of your presentation, you can absolutely do that. If you have very specific knowledge you want to type or paste in, maybe you have a link to your website you want to add in. If there is another PDF or file that you can add, you can definitely do that. And if you know you're going to get very specific questions during your presentation, you can add it in one at a time. Now, another thing that we can do here on the left-hand side where it says tools, we can show presentation at a very specific time if your users are utilizing your AI agent. So we can choose right here. This is the one we just added in. And you can see right down here, let me know when you'd like for me to show your presentation. So we can say, when someone asks about presentation agents, we'll do save there. Perfect. One last thing before we take a look at our final product. This, of course, is going to have narration. So we want to make sure that the voice that is speaking throughout our narration is one that we want and that we like. So we can come down here. You can see we're in voice agent. We can scroll down and we can choose to change our agent. We can choose different languages, accents, genders, ages. We can scroll through here. I'm going to go ahead. Let's do Matilda.
Jotform AI agents are powerful tools that handle tasks like answering questions, helping with form.
That's a good one. So now we have Matilda as our presentation agent voice. So if we come back over to presentation agent, we can choose those slides that we added in. If we want, we can choose the edit scripts option, and we can see our script right here. So if we want, maybe we don't want them to say this sentence right here, we can delete this out, or if we want to add in something, we can. Down at the bottom, we can see it says add a question. So maybe on our last slide, we can say, do you have any questions? And that way it can start a dialogue in the chat. Something else that we can do, we can see right down here, is we can add a form to our presentation. So if we choose to add a form, we can choose any of the forms that we have. I'm just going to choose the general inquiry contact form. We can add that in here. Perfect. We can even edit it. So it says, great, the presentation is finished. We'll take you back to a short form now. And of course here it says it is required to be completed. So let's go ahead, back up to publish, and let's open in a new tab. Now, as of right now, you can see down at the bottom, the only thing that's there is going to be the make a full screen option. But once I hit play, we're going to have some more options. Let's go ahead and press play.
Welcome. Let's kick things off with Jotform, a platform.
So if we want, we can advance the slides. We can choose to jump forward. We can also choose this ask a question button. If we do this, it is going to be a voice question that we would be asking. But over on the right-hand side, we can see that we have different options. We can go through the slides here. We can even open up the chat option and we can have a conversation as well. We can see, hello, I'm Julie, the AI agent here to assist you. How can I help you today? We can have a conversation right here. But it is as simple as that. Let's go ahead and X out of this. I'm going to jump back over to our builder. And one thing that you can do as well is you can jump over to conversations and you can see what your users are doing with your presentation. So right here we have our presentation agents, and we can see that we've paused the slide, we've moved to the next slide, we've opened up our chat right down here. And if need be, if maybe you would prefer to answer the questions yourself, we can choose to take over and have that chat be us instead of our AI agent. And it's as simple as that. If you have any questions about how to import your Google Slides into your AI agent to create a presentation agent, let us know down below in the comments. If you like this video and you got some value, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notification every time you put out a new video. I'll see you next time.